Cat the baker, and it's almost Christmas and I've caught the baking bug. Wait, that's like all year. But I just went to France, the Alsace region, for a day trip, and I saw these really great gingerbread men, but instead of them being cookies, they were made out of brioche, and they're called Mannele, which is a cute way to say like small men. So I had to buy one of these molds, which it's a little like cookie cutter, and it's made with a yeasted dough, which is brioche. It has butter, it has milk, it has egg, and it's perfect for snacking on. So I'm going to add pine nuts to them that are roasted, and I'm also going to add golden raisins, but you can add chocolate, you can add any mixed fruit, you can add nuts, or all of the above. Here are my ingredients. I have all-purpose flour, and I have a little bit of baking soda in there, and it's just to make them even fluffier, but it's important that you whisk it so that you don't get chunks of baking soda in there. I also have lemon zest. So I'll just put the lemon zest in here and just whisk it around a little bit. I'm also going to add some orange zest from one orange. You can also add candied citrus if you want. And you just mix that up in the flour. My yeast, which is 4.5 teaspoons, it's a fair amount. I've put that in half a cup of milk and also half a cup of sugar in there, and you just let it sit and dissolve for a few minutes. Stir that around. I'm going to put all my liquid stuff together. I'm going to put my yeast into the rest of my room temperature milk, 1 squeezed orange juice, rest of my sugar, and also 2 eggs. And I'm just going to whisk that just a little bit, and I'm going to put all of this in with my flour mixture that I have. And then with my dough attachment, I'm going to mix it. Your dry ingredients in one bowl, your wet ingredients in another bowl, and whatever you're going to put inside of it. My roasted pine nuts, golden raisins. I'm adding a cup of that. But before you add what's going to go inside of it, you also have to add your butter, which I've brought to room temperature. Everything should be room temperature. It's going to mix easier and it's going to rise faster. I'm going to pour my wet ingredients into my dry all at once. Make sure to get everything out. Wait to add the butter. If you add the butter too soon, it's too much fat at once and it will not rise properly. It's going to be great. Any bread that has yeast in it has to mix for about 10 minutes. I still have a little bit of flour on the bottom there, and my dough is a nice consistency. It's not sticky, which is what you want, but I do want the bottom flour to be combined a little bit more. So I'm just going to add a little bit of room temp water, maybe like 4 tablespoons at the most. It is a pretty tough dough. That's why a KitchenAid is a bit more convenient, but that's okay. I'll just get some more muscles. Add a little bit of vanilla extract just to get that nice vanilla flavor in there. So I've mixed this now for 10 minutes, and I'm going to add my butter in 2 parts. So add half now, mix it for a couple minutes till it's all combined, and then add the other half. Be patient with the dough. If you love it, it will love you back. It smells so good. Okay, so now add the other half. But see how smooth it's gotten? That is what you're looking for. Your raisins and your pine nuts. Just going to mix it till that's combined. You could also soak your raisins if you want overnight in the orange juice, or you could set them in rum if you so wish. That sounds really good. I should have done that next time. It smells delicious. So my bowl is perfectly clean, and I'm going to put it in an oiled bowl and let it rise for about 1.5 hours. So if I lift out the dough, my bowl is completely clean. So just cover it with plastic wrap, or you can cover it with a kitchen towel. I find that the plastic wrap works a little bit faster, and me being not so patient, I like the plastic wrap. Look at my dough. It's risen all the way to the top. Oh, that smell. It's beautiful. If you don't want too many mannele, you could use half the dough and use the rest for just a regular loaf, and you can use that to make French toast. Just an idea. Here's my little mannele and my sheet pan. And I've turned on the oven to 350. A light layer of flour so it doesn't stick too much onto your counter. Just flatten it out just a little bit. Just sprinkle a little bit of flour on there so it doesn't stick too much to your rolling pin. And I'm going to roll it out about ½ inch. Roll it around so that it comes off. So just let them sit like this. About 10 minutes, they're going to rise a little bit more, and then put them in the oven for about 15 minutes. These are proofing nicely, they're puffing up. With the rest of the dough that I have left, which as you can see is a good amount, you can either combine it a little bit more and roll it out and repeat, make some more little mannele. But instead of that, I'm going to make a loaf out of it. This will be great for French toast or for putting jam on it. Endless options. Here I've rolled up the excess dough, and I'm going to put it into my pan. And this is going to puff up. And I'm just going to brush it with some egg wash so that's shiny. Now I'm going to let it sit for 30 minutes and I'm going to bake it. So these are ready to go into the oven. They are so cute. See how it's proofed up nicely? And it's been about 25 minutes. Here are my mannele. How cute are these? I've prepped some powdered sugar mix. It's about 3 cups of powdered sugar and ½ cup of water, about. Some raisins for decoration, some pine nuts for decoration, and I also have pureed a little bit of apricot jam. I'm going to brush my mannele with the apricot glaze and then put it in the powdered sugar glaze. They are so adorable. I'm going to brush with my apricot glaze. So these will have a little bit more sweetness. Get a good scoop there. Again, I'm going to do little buttons, and then little eyes, little mouth. Looks a little bit helpless. I'm pretty excited about these. Look at these guys. We get to eat it. A nice, juicy looking one. All right, let me bite into it. Fluffy texture. I taste the lemon in there, the lemon zest. This is perfect for, okay, anytime, but this has a really nice flavor for breakfast to eat with jam or chocolate. I love the plump golden raisins inside. So good. If you love brioche dough, you're gonna love these. And if you happen to have any left, you can use them for bread pudding. Why not? A perfect treat for Christmas. And it's something a little different than just your regular gingerbread cookie. Here we go, 190. So it's good inside. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my video and my recipe. And until next time, Merry Christmas. I'm Kat the Baker.